hated that dude. Like the actual artists, they fucking hated him.
Yeah.
But it was like he had the same mentality that you got to do that shit yourself. You got to build your own fan base.
Yeah, that's true.
People say,
yeah.
You know, and so you have a small talent pool. You got a lot of people that do music. You got fewer people than that the music is actually good, and then you got fewer people than that are actually making anything close to the sound that people are putting out right now. You got a lot of hip hop heads here who are like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You know? And the other dudes, the other people here, like, we still kind of fucking with the Houston sound.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I've always just tried to be a little more progressive and because I listen to a lot of stuff. So, you know.
And that's the way. That's the way it's supposed to be done. You know, it's supposed to be progressive. You know, not be like go on trends and follow trends. So you're doing the right thing, man. You're doing definitely the right thing. What's some of the new projects that's in the future? I know you say you're working on a new Late Hour album. And you got the Chemicals Cruise, the Award album coming out. What else is you got coming out for at least the rest of this year, or you got planned, or even next year?
Well, I definitely want. We're going to drop these Mr. White singles, the Jupiter song and the Ones and Twos track, and we definitely want to push those really hard. I'm after the 5 Element Ninjas album. I'm probably going to drop a Chop and Screw mixtape again. But as far as the plans for the next few albums and projects for each artist, the Lady Pharaoh album going to be top priority, as well as any project that Mr. White is trying to do. For me personally, I've already dropped 2 albums in less than a year, so I'm really going to focus on them, and you never know. I may get in the mood one day and decide I'm going to drop a whole album or something, because I got a lot of stuff on deck, and I've been doing a lot of work with international cats. So, we also got a video coming with my boy, the Magician from France, Station Oxen.
Yes.
New video is coming, because he's the guy that did the Shake video, which was really my first single that went viral and was real popular. So it's going to be another one that's a little bit harder than that one. So hopefully we can get that out there.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. In the last couple of years, what kind of growth do you think you've seen as far as, like, it could be anything, sound or anything like that? What you haven't seen that have been growing the most?
Well, definitely the sound has progressed as far as the quality, and also just I never want to be stuck on one thing, especially when music progresses. I've always progressed. You know, I don't rap the same way I did when I started. I don't rap the same way I did 3 years ago. You know, so the lyrics and the actual quality of the mix and master and stuff, and just the versatility and just the sound being current and being fresh, but still being Camo Crew, still being myself. You know, that's basically what I'm trying to do.
Definitely. What are some of the negative things you had to go through doing this?
Say that again?
What are some of the negatives you had to go through when it comes to the industry?
There's just a few things, man. There's a cannibalization of the industry. We got artists who they don't want to see other artists do shit.
Yeah.
You know, like when they see one person doing something somewhere, they're either gonna they're gonna try to flood the market with their shit and sort of overpower what they doing. Like it's a battle with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, everyone sort of it's a dick measuring contest.
Yeah.
You know, and that's some shit that kind of fucked me up when I first got into the game, because you know, everybody I thought here was down to work together and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because they kind of said they were, like people was doing that, but something happened. I don't know what happened, but people just started feeling like they couldn't trust people, they didn't want to fuck with people, and things kind of got segregated. So that's one of the things that definitely has been a problem. Also, when I first started out, the idea that you had to portray some kind of big money type motherfucker, you know, or motherfuckers who's gonna downplay you, you know, like he's talented, but this nigga ain't got no money type shit.
Yeah.
And that right there had to blow that shit out the water, you know what I'm saying? Because all that shit is fake with that money shit. Because, like, cats that really got money, you know, you ain't finna see them, you ain't finna touch them, you know. So it's like, my mentality has always been, I keep working until motherfuckers recognize.
Definitely.
Because eventually, if you fake, you're gonna fade away, or if you can't keep up, you can't work hard, or you ain't working hard, or you getting a handout or some shit, eventually you're going to fall to the wayside, because, like, I scratch and claw and fight for everything, you know, and I put my all into this.
Yeah, you
so if motherfuckers ain't doing that, I don't know what they doing.
You definitely are doing that, because you, over the last couple of years, I see, you know, you've been putting out a lot of product. You know, mixtapes, albums, so definitely you put in the work, you know, and nobody can take that from you or against entertainment. I do put in work, so definitely.
Appreciate it.
I'm sorry I ain't talking much. Drastic had the nerve to come in here with some ribs and some pizza. I can't even focus. I'm trying to get into what's going on, but my eyes keep staring at the ribs and the pizza. So, shout out to Drastic, yo. Thanks.
Definitely.
Ribs and pizza?
Ribs and pizza.
Where they sell that at? What store sells that combo?
Little Caesars.
Man, I need some of that real New York pizza, man.
Yeah,
man.
You gonna love you come up here, you're definitely gonna love the pizza out here. I mean, even I have family that live in North Carolina. They came up here, a couple of my nieces and my cousins. They came up here. They said, I don't like nothing up here food wise except the pizza. They said the pizza is the best thing in New York, because they from the South, so they like that Southern food. They said the pizza dough is salmon, so you definitely will love the pizza up here. You know.
They perpetrating down here, because they got a bunch of pizzerias, but everywhere I go, I'm like, man, this ain't that authentic. Like, they got the big slices, but that dough and that crust don't be what it's supposed to be. I'm like, man.
Hey, New York, pizza is New York, man. Like, that's where when the Italians came over, and they came to New York, that's, from Italy, that's, They disrespected here, and I don't know about everybody everywhere else, but
Nah, hold on, Legion. I know you seen that movie, Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You remember at the end of the movie, he opened some kind of restaurant.
Yeah.
And he called it Bubba Gump's.
Yeah.
We got a Bubba Gump's in New York.
Yeah, we do.
So every kind of shrimp you could think about, like shit I ain't never heard of before. Like, and I went up in there one time, and I went up the steps, and when I walked in, they had Forrest Gump playing on every screen, big screen. And man, they had drinks, they had shrimp, and like all kinds of seafood that you couldn't even dream of thinking about, man. Like, I ain't never heard of these kinds of like jerk jerk shrimp, teriyaki this, and coconut this, and orange marinade this. I'm like, God, I want that. I want this. Like, I went crazy.
That's some of the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, definitely.
I went crazy in there.
When you said that they had the Forrest Gump playing on every screen, I'm like, okay, they went all the way in for that shit.
Yeah, you'll be surprised when you come out here.
Yeah, definitely.
Man,
I
gotta get it out there.
Exactly. You're gonna get up here. Trust me. You all gonna get up here. You know.
It's coming.
It's coming. Definitely. Definitely. Before my last question. You know, I know you see what's going on with the Baltimore riot situation. It's sad. You know, across the country, you have cops killing people. You know, we try to make it out of race, but I want to ask you a question because when it comes to your city, because I see that what I see so far is that white and black people down in Austin, Texas, from you, you know, is that they get along. But tell me what really goes on in Austin, Texas, and is this more of a tight knit community, a tight knit city when it comes to race relations?
Mm-hmm. And how is the police officers out there as well?
Yes.
Well, the police officers, I'm being real with you, it ain't no better down here, man. Like, we had controversy years ago, several different times, like back to back, because they shot a lady that had a knife. She was crazy. She was like slow, you know what I'm saying? And they shot her. You know what I'm saying? And they could have subdued her.
Yeah.
There was another guy that they shot in the back. He was running away.
Exactly.
There's been a whole bunch of controversy and protests here for stuff like that. For the most part, like the actual people, Austin is kind of a hippie type of town. Yeah. And so we're a lot more progressive than the rest of the state. You know. We consider like that one blue area in the red state, so
that's
you know, the people get a lot.
Yeah, I you know, when I saw the hip hop scene out there, I was like, wow, this kind of reminds me of New York a little bit. Not, you know, because the fact is, up here in New York, you know, whites and blacks and Hispanics, we mostly get along. You do got some pockets of New York City and the five boroughs where some people don't like other group of people because of their race, but most of the time we progressive too. So when I saw that scene, and I saw Yule Farrow, you know, and that boy Dylan, and I seen how y'all get along, you know, and also what's that program?
What's the other track? What's their names?
Yeah, track athlete.
Yeah, the track athletes.
Track athletes, and I saw that. I was like, you know what, this town might be one of these diverse towns where everybody, they don't care about race, they don't care about, you know, what culture you come from, you know, if you speak different languages, you know, it seems like y'all really, really, really get along down there, and that's great to see. That's great to see, especially in Texas, because you know how the media portray, you know, situations, and they make the South up here in the North look like it's mad divided. We find racial lines.
Yeah.
You know, even though I know a lot of stuff happened in the South, you know, it makes you ignorant if you live in the North. It makes you ignorant, you know, if you're thinking that, all the South is still Jim Crow-like, you know, and maybe so in certain areas, but they don't tell you the parts about where people get along in the South, you know, and that's what the media does, you know, and when I saw how y'all got along down in Austin, Texas, you know, I was like, okay, maybe I need to, you know, stop listening to the media. You know,
Yeah, I mean, down here, especially in Austin, it's not country at all. Like you got to kind of go out in the middle of nowhere, and there's fucking cows and shit like you see in the movies. It's definitely that, but that's not where people live. Like, you got motherfuckers that own that land, and you ain't finna go on that land. Like, the people live in the city, and it's a lot of different cultures. It's like a Asian culture here that's real big. There's also Indian culture, like actual Indians from India. Koreans. I mean, it's a lot, and people own property, they own stores.